Can you hear me? I'm audible?
Yeah, to me,
Yeah,
yes.
you are audible.
I think Rehan, I think
Yeah,
you're breaking. You may have
Yeah.
to put off your video. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? I'm audible?
Yeah, better. Yes, yes, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I am currently looking at three major retail projects which are upcoming under the ILC group of companies, and I'm also working on a development management firm with three projects in the development management firm which are undergoing redevelopment and renovation. So I was expecting this session to be a more landlord bashing, but fortunately, all the retailers and our friends here have spoken quite pleasantly and acknowledged that the retailers and the developers go hand in glove, and we all need to collaborate. To begin, I would like to represent the entire fraternity and say that I don't think any developer at this point of time is in a state of denial. No one is in a state of denial. We acknowledge and we understand that there is a pandemic and it's a grave situation, and it is not a good time for any of us. Therefore, the first is that we are not in a state of denial. The other is that the developer, I think, is expecting the retailers to also be reasonable in terms of what they have to demand and what they ask the developer. I mean, off lately, only most of the conversations which I am doing at this point of time, and I'm sure many people in the trade, from the developer side, are also doing, is very unpleasant in terms of the waivers which is being upfront asked and the CAM without any discussion or conversation, and upfront demands which is coming from the retailers, which is not in the spirit of a conversation or in the spirit of partnership. So yes, identifying the problem, and I think going forward, setting course for a 6 to 18 months is universally being spoken about. So instead of addressing the problem of the retailers just saying that, okay, give me a rental break or give me a revenue share operations indefinitely till we come back to normal or what trading density we were at, I think the conversation should more be skewed towards, as what Kavinder sir also mentioned a while back, that we have to set course for 18 months. We have to understand that what kind of waivers has to be shouldered between the retailers and the developers. What kind of moratorium, if there has to be a moratorium rather than looking at an upfront waiver, because the developers also have their LRD commitments. I sometimes have a feeling that the retailers often look at the developers as the zamindars from the pre-independence period, and they think that we are landlords are often looked at as zamindars कि आओ भाई तिजोरी खोलो पैसे निकालो तो इतने दिन से जमा कर रहे हो. So unfortunately, it's or fortunately, I mean, we are not in that situation, and things have evolved, and we are in an industry status. Developers are also under a lot of pressure in terms of the LRD commitments, in terms of the bank loans, or in terms of the fund management or agreement which they are under. Therefore, if there is a waiver which is coming into play to understand the cash flow, addressing the cash flow issues which retailers are facing, I think there has to be a moratorium period which has to be built over a period of time. There can be incremental rental towards 1.5, maybe 1.5 years from now, between the 18 to 24 month, where this recovery is also made. And a similar conversation needs to be aggressively put up unanimously as a forum with the fund managers, with the bank, with the government, because they are the ones who are actually putting both of us in pressure, and we are not being adequately represented at the government. So I think, and the last point that I would like to make here is that the retailers also need to put a plan in place. If omni-channel and online e-commerce is going to be the way forward, is going to be a significant contributor, maybe there is a way that the retailers can put forward a plan, a business model where omni-channel comes into play earlier than expected in the malls. There is a contribution from the e-commerce platform or a delivery which is being done from the mall's space, and a certain percentage of the revenue also comes into play to give them a little more comfort going forward. So I think omni-channel business plans, sharing of sales, and of course investing in potential brands. So there are some brands which have been on the fence, sitting on the fence, and really not been doing the trading density. Those brands, of course, need to be candidly called out and said that, listen, these are the brands which are worth investing in the future. And some brands who have been sitting on the fence and they have really been bleeding for the last couple of years, those brands will have to be more candid and upfront agree that they would have to probably make way for new brands to come in. So I think that these are my few thoughts on my 2 cents on the issue at the moment.
Thank you, Rehan.